Away from that, small and medium-scale organizations venturing into tree plantation would soon benefit from a $7 million World Bank facility. Each organization will receive a maximum $100,000 over a period to plant more trees in degraded forest reserves during a pilot program. Technical Director in charge of forestry at the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, Musa Abu Drum, told JoyNews the support is to encourage more private sector participation in plantation development. Ohimitaria has more in the following report.
One of the objectives of the 2012 Forest and Wildlife Policy is to promote private sector investments in the forestry sector, especially in plantation development. Officials at the Ministry of Lands say the private sector is more efficient in the management of plantations. But despite the potentials, the sector is faced with funding and land security issues. The challenges are being addressed with the promulgation of the 2012 Forest and Wildlife Policy, under which more degraded forest reserves are being released by the Forestry Commission for plantations. The ministry supports Form Ghana, a private firm involved in plantation, to assess a $10 million facility from the African Development Bank.
You can get funding if you can get secure land. We have a lot of degraded forest reserves. And that's why what we are starting for security of land. And then the private sector are more capable of accessing funds to support their purpose. So we are seeing through those objectives of the Forest and Wildlife Policy. We're moving from big companies like Form Ghana, who are efficient and can have big plantations, to small and medium scale plantations. The government will soon be piloting out through a $7 million grant from the World Bank loan to small and medium scale plantation developers, giving them about $100,000 each at a time to begin to establish plantations. Over a period, we hope that fund will increase and then we have more of such beautiful plantations coming from the private sector.
Officials of the Ministry of Lands and Forestry Commission have been touring plantation sites of Samates and Form Ghana in the Bono region. Form Ghana has been working in the degraded Tyne 2 forest at Kota in the Bono region. The firm currently employs about 500 locals to plant trees on over 12,237 hectares of land. Managing Director William Forey explains the company's motivation for going into afforestation.
It's a business, so there's a financial motivation. So it must make financial sense that we can make money out of it, but also to use that again to continue to grow the organization. Because that is also for our first motivation actually, is have real impact on the environment, not just locally here, but also globally with the climate change that we see going on. But in that, it is the finance that in the end will keep it growing. And we have investors, we have shareholders that also need to be able to get a return on their investment.
Is this venture profitable?
Yes, it is profitable. It takes long, so it is not something that anybody can just do.
From Kumasi, for JoyNews, Ohimitaria reporting.